everyone, my name is Heidi and this is a new episode on Crypto Tips. Thank you for joining, and if you're new, hope you like this video, and if you did, hit the like button and hit subscribe to get your daily fix of all things crypto. That's an old school phrase that I'm hoping to bring back. So today we're doing a deep dive on Crypto.com, an up-and-coming centralized exchange offering cryptocurrency trading, staking, a famous debit card. Anyway, we're gonna get into it right now. So this one was originally created in 2016, and for those of you who are old school, you've been around since that long, I hope so, there's a few of you out there. This one, its ICO was through MCO. That one might ring a bell. It was a pretty big ICO. But Crypto.com then rebranded, and it's now Crypto.com as we know it. This one really started going crazy, especially lately. In fact, it doubled its user base from October 2020 until February 2021, from 5 million users to 10 million users. It's pretty good. And it speaks to the benefit of being released or being rebranded during a bull market when a lot of attention is on the cryptocurrency space, not to mention being a centralized exchange. Typically, these tend to be much more user-friendly and an easy on-ramp for, let's say, your bank account, also known as fiat. So you can easily fund your accounts from your bank account using a centralized exchange like Crypto.com. Also, I should say, this is not a sponsored post. If you're new to Crypto Tips, please know I never do any sponsored videos. I just don't need to. I don't like to. I don't like to have my opinion biased to be beneficial for anyone. This is my effort to just provide you my most honest and straightforward information. So anyway, moving on. This one is, again, a centralized exchange, and with that comes a lot of KYC information required. Anything centralized as time moves forward is probably going to be requiring more and more information from you, especially if it's an exchange. That's because it's centralized. That's because it is concentrated. There is most likely a CEO or a centralized company headquarters that, if they are functioning within a certain jurisdiction or country and they're servicing certain people from jurisdictions or countries, they're going to have to be abiding by the laws and regulations of those who they're functioning within and servicing to. So you're going to have to identify yourself and provide a lot of sensitive, identifiable information to them. Hopefully they're storing it very securely. Crypto.com is a highly rated centralized exchange in terms of security. And I was actually, if you guys have been watching this channel for a while, you probably, for at least a couple of years, my thoughts on centralized exchanges. They're maybe a necessary evil for onboarding people. It's certainly not the best way, the purest way to be interacting with cryptocurrencies, but they are what they are. And Crypto.com is actually pretty secure in how, and I'm okay with how they are dealing with their hot wallet, cold wallet situation. What I mean by that is that Crypto.com, they have hot wallets, which, if you guys have ever interacted with a centralized exchange for cryptocurrencies, if you are trying to withdraw, let's say, Bitcoin or Ethereum or any cryptocurrency from that exchange onto your wallet, most likely the coins that you're removing are coming from the exchange's hot wallet. It's like a wallet that's ready to go. It's already online, and it's called hot wallet because again, it's online. It's not a device where they have to have multiple people come together to confirm the withdrawal. Most withdrawals on centralized exchanges, last 5 to 10 minutes. If even that long. And so to think of, they got 10 million users and each one wants to make a withdrawal. These are coming for hot wallets. They're less secure. That's the thing there. The funds that they are storing on hot wallets are technically their own corporate funds. All the funds of their actual users are being stored on cold wallets, which I think is amazing. They're really valuing the security of their users versus their own money. They're basically putting their own money on the line, because the hot wallets are the ones that are most likely going to be hacked if there is a hacking situation. Most centralized exchanges that do get hacked, it's because they have so much money in their hot wallets, and those funds are funds of their actual users. It's a really important thing to pay attention to, especially if you really value your security interacting with cryptocurrency and you're the type of person who wants to know exactly what's happening. You need to pay attention to the amount of funds that an exchange keeps on their hot wallets, and also, really important, do they have an insurance fund so that if the hack happens from their end, from their lax security practices, are your funds covered by that insurance fund? I would hope so. Many more have that. In fact, Crypto.com does have that. They have $750 million in their insurance fund in case a theft does occur due to it being their fault. This insurance fund, and any insurance fund on any centralized exchange, it only covers if the security breach happens from their end. It does not count. It does not apply to you if your specific account was targeted by a hacker. If you click on a scammy link, if you think Crypto.com is emailing you because of some security thing and they're trying to scare you, it's a scammer, by the way. It's called a phishing attack, and they're trying to scare you into clicking a link, logging into your account. They then get your login credentials, and then they drain your account. It's happened multiple times. A lot of people who are new to cryptocurrency are often susceptible to this. An easy way, it's not a guarantee, but it's definitely another layer of security, is to enable two-factor authentication. Please do not do the SMS two-factor where it sends you as a text message. It's much more secure if you use applications like the Google Authenticator app or the Authy app. The other thing that's pretty cool about Crypto.com is if you happen to be holding, let's say, USD in your account on Crypto.com, not Tether, not a stable coin, but the actual fiat USD, your coins are being held at the Metropolitan Commercial Bank. So they have a banking partnership, and furthermore, you have 100% ownership over those funds. Basically, it means that your funds stored on Crypto.com, if it's a USD, cannot be claimed by Crypto.com or any of their creditors. Let's say they went out of business and they sell all your information and whatever. Those people don't also have access to your funds that are ultimately being stored at this bank. So that's also pretty cool, and it's a clear indication of their intentions for trying to do their best. Although they are a centralized exchange, they're trying to be the best version of that. So again, I'm not a huge fan of centralized exchanges at all, but if you have to use one, maybe I'm going to be considering Crypto.com to be another one that I'm often recommending. Kraken is another one that I'm also a fan of. I found their support team to be very responsive and helpful, and also they're very motivated to be educational for people in cryptocurrency, and they're also pretty transparent about their security practices and how you can be the best that you can be if you have to use their exchange. So some other helpful information for Crypto.com is they actually list 160 coins. And correct me if I'm wrong, because again, I'm not a US citizen. I believe that they are fully registered in the US. So that means that as a US citizen, perhaps you also have access to those 160 coins, which is a decent amount of listing. Obviously, there's thousands and thousands of cryptocurrencies that exist. So obviously, they're not listing all of them. But in terms of what you can get your hands on, maybe this is a good option. Now for the negatives of Crypto.com, there's a few. And it's just because it's a centralized exchange, and that is because with the IRS and the US, the IRS is the US tax authority. With the upcoming passage of the American Infrastructure Bill, Crypto.com and other exchanges will soon be required to provide 1099 reporting information on all customers. On all customers. That means regardless if you are also submitting that information, if you are using Crypto.com, I don't know what the thresholds are for the number of trades or for the amount of money moving within your account on these exchanges. I don't think it matters. I think they're reporting everything on everyone. So for those of you who are wondering if you need to report anything on cryptocurrencies, and if you're a US citizen, I think, you're using a centralized exchange, you're going to have to report what's happening there, because if you don't, these exchanges are reporting it anyway. And so the IRS is collecting a ton of data on you, whether you like it or not. That's it. That's my deep dive into crypto.com. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I appreciate it if you hit the like button and hit subscribe with the bell notification turned on so that you can get your daily fix of all things crypto. I love that saying. I started saying it in 2016 and I'm bringing it back. Anyway, I'll see you guys again real soon. Until then, I hope you're staying happy and healthy. I'll see you.